Hey guys, this is Bliss from Compute Hustle. Today we'll be going over how to SSH into an EC2 instance. So to go ahead and get started, open up your browser and go to aws.amazon.com/console. And if you haven't already, create an AWS account, and it might ask you to enter your credit card information, but you won't be charged because we're using the free tier today. So I'm just going to log back in since I already have an account that's freshly made. And under this Find Services search bar, enter EC2. And it's going to take us to the EC2 Management Console, EC2 Management Dashboard, sorry. And you're just going to head over to the left-hand sidebar over here and click Instances. And we're going to launch our first instance, if this is the first time for you doing so. We're just basically going to launch an instance here with all the basic configuration. So we're just going to create an Ubuntu AMI. Sorry. And just hit whatever is latest for you. And make sure you have a t2.micro selected in case you don't want to get charged. And let's just go through the instance details. You can leave everything as default here. Storage is fine. You can add the name of your machine. So we're just going to add the name test machine. And most importantly, we're going to create a new security group. So just go ahead and call it launch wizard no security, I guess. Since we're just going to basically make this easy as possible to SSH into, we're going to, most importantly, make sure that anyone can SSH into this machine, which makes it easy on you to test with by just clicking on source and changing it from custom to anywhere. And then we're just going to launch it. Yeah, everything looks fine. Go ahead and launch. And you're going to get this pop up if you don't have an existing key pair. So we're just going to create a new key pair since this is a new account and call it test pair, I guess, test key pair. And you're going to want to download it because this is going to basically help you with SSHing into the EC2 instance. So I'm just going to download to my downloads folder, and I'm just going to launch my instance. And it'll take a little while for it to do it, but basically you can head over and you'll see a new instance is here. And so while it waits, let's go ahead and come back once it's done and get started with SSHing into the actual instance. So now that we have our instance up and running, let's go ahead and SSH into it. So let's go ahead and get started by opening up your favorite terminal and heading over to whatever directory you put your PEM file in. So I'm going to head over to my downloads directory. And you just want to first change the permissions for your PEM file. So I'm going to put chmod 600 and whatever you named your PEM file. So test key pair for me. And then you're going to want to run the following command, ssh-i and then your PEM file name, so test key pair.pem, and then you put Ubuntu at your IPv4 address for your EC2. So go ahead back to your console and copy and paste the public DNS IPv4 over here, and just copy and paste it into your terminal. And now you're in. You basically have a remote computer that you could play around with. As you can see, you have all the basic directories and whatnot. And you can run testing on this. You can deploy web services. You can set up a bunch of EC2s and run a Kafka cluster, all sorts of things. But yeah, that's basically it. One last thing, actually. In case you don't want to keep using up your free tier, go ahead and right click on your instance and change the instance state to stopped. So that way you stop wasting your EC2 hours. That's basically how they bill you. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys found this video useful, however short it was, and I'll see you in the next one.